Hello everyone, I'm Miss Ha. Today I'm going to talk about the addition and subtraction of fraction with different denominator. As you have learned the addition and subtraction of fractions with the same denominator before, today I just go through how can we do the addition and subtraction of fraction with different denominator by using the steps here. Alright, so let me set the question for you. Like we have 2 and 1 over 4 minus 3 and 2 over 3 plus 4 and 1 over 6. Then how can we deal with this kind of question? The first step, we have to change to the same denominator, which is I want to find the LCM of the denominator part here. How can you find the LCM of it? You just use the subdivision, which is 4, 3, and 6, and then you can do the subdivision to figure out what's the factor of this number. As we only want to find the LCM, so that if you find that some number can be divided to or about in this question, and then you can just use it to simplify. Like I can use 3. I keep the first one because I didn't 4 can't be divided by 3 to get any whole number here. And 3 divided by 3 is 1, 6 divided by 3 is 2. So I have 4, 1, 2 now. And I divided this number by 2. 4 divided by 2 is 2. 1 divided by 2, it don't have anything. I just keep 1 here. And 2 divided by 2 is 1. So after I did the sort divisions, the LCM should be times those numbers together, which is 3 times 2 times 2 times 1 times 1, and then you can find out that is 12, which means that the denominator that you get should be 12. Then how can you change the different denominator to be the same one? Is I have to think what number do I need to times for both numerator and the denominator. Like I want it to be 12, and I know that 4 times 3 is equal 12. Then if you times 3 in the denominator part, you have to times 3 in the numerator part as well. And for the whole number, you just keep it. No need to do anything to it. So there's 3, and then the second one, 3 times 4 become 12. So 2 have to times 4. 6 times 2 equal 12. So 1 have to times 2. After you times the number, you can find out the answer to be 2 and 3 over 12 minus 3 and 8 over 12 plus 4 and 2 over 12. Alright, so that the next step, you have to perform the calculation as usual. Like if I saw that the number after, which is 3 and 8 over 12, is bigger than the first one, so I can't do the subtraction directly. What can I do is I do the addition first. So if I want to change the number, you have to change the number with the operation size before the number, which is minus 3 1 over 12, and then plus 4 and 2 over 12. You have to change this number before you do the calculation, which is 2 and 3 over 12 plus 4 and 2 over 12 minus 3 and 8 over 12. And then you can get the answer is 6 and 5 over 12 minus 3 and 8 over 12. And you see that this time, the fraction part, the first fraction part is smaller than the second one. So how you can do is you have to borrow the number from the whole number parts. Like for this times, the first fraction part is smaller than the second one, so I have to borrow from 6, so 6 will become to 5, and then I borrow to the fraction part, so it become 12 plus 5 as the numerator, and then 3 and 8 over 12. Alright, so that after you do it, maybe we can talk a little bit about why we have to borrow 12. Because you see that the denominator here is 12. So which means that if I borrow the whole part of it, which can be cut it into 12 parts. So the numerator that you add is to be 12. Because 12 over 12 is equal 1, which you can add it back to the whole number. But at that time, you don't need to add it back because I need to borrow from the whole number to do my subtraction in the fraction part. Alright, so you can get the answer is 5 minus 3, which is 2. And then the fraction part here is 12 plus 5 minus 8, which is 12 plus 5 minus 8 here, which is 9 over 12. Alright, after you find the answer here is 9 over 12, you have to do the last step here, which is you have to simplify your answer. And then I found that both number can be divided by 3. What does it mean is, I means that both numerator and the denominator can be divided by 3. So 9 will become 3 and 12 will become 4. So I get my answer here is 2 and 3 over 4. And that's the step that you did with the the addition and subtraction of the fractions with different denominator. Alright, and I will want to talk about one more part here. Alright, there's like a bonus part here. Sometimes the question may ask you like there's a 4 minus 1 and 2 over 3. How can we deal with this kind of question? And you see that the first part here is the whole number, and the second part is the whole number with the fraction part, which means that the first part I don't have the fraction part here. So what can I do is I borrow from the whole number. So 4 will become 3, and I borrow to the fractions. I keep the fraction part, the denominator as a 3, because which should be the same as the after one, then I can do the calculation more easier. So it will be 3 over 3 and then minus 1, 2 over 3. So you can do your calculation. 3 minus 1 is 2, and then 3 over 3 minus 2 over 3 is 1 over 3. So there's one more skills in how can you solve the subtraction of fraction, like by using the whole number subtract the fractions. Alright, so that's the end for this video. So I hope you know how can you deal with this kind of questions, and see you in the next videos. Bye bye.